Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your favorite four-letter L word here. Uh, Following up on a video I made last night, I'm gonna dish out a bit about my past, overshare about myself, about the past. Well, technically, all three stories are gonna be about the past, but they're gonna be about the very distant past, the not so distant past, and a couple of months ago. And it'll slightly relate to the video I reacted to yesterday. So, first one, first story I'm going to, well, first of all, I want to go into how long this video is going to be. I hope to make it 10 minutes, but it's probably going to run longer. So, I don't like to predict. I have the talking points in my head, but, you know, I just go where the wind takes me. Not me. Let's get started. Natalia. Everyone knows who Natalia is. Well, it's not even her name. We were, when we met, we were in different places in our lives. Uh, she was going through some stuff with her folks. I had lost my first online friend. She got murdered. And I had lost my job. So I was a customer service representative at a publishing company. I was about to say a lighthouse. That was their logo. Place I was let go from. So that was my helicopter company, and that was my springboard to being Dark Side Phil. I mean, sorry, I'm thinking I'm somebody else. Natalia. So we and I met on a website, not a dating site, but just a random ass site, and we talked. And I thought she was fake because she was beautiful and she treated me like a human being. And she seemed interested in what I had to say and how I said it, and we hit it up. We hit it off, and um, I don't say we were in a relationship. I will explain why. Because we weren't, right? We were together in a manner of speaking, but we weren't in a relationship, and that was because I wanted us to live in the same state before I could take that step. Well, I wanted to meet her before I took that step. And I didn't meet her, but I still couldn't pull the trigger because we lived in different states and blah, blah, blah. Um, Although, uh, by the time we stopped talking, it was 2010, and we both lived in New England, but still different states. Um, I felt like I was holding her back. So I didn't pursue things any further. And I know the light, it's this light over here that's shining into my eyes. It's like looking like I'm gonna cry, and I'm not. I swear. So we drifted apart. We grew apart, but I like to think we were still on good terms. I wish I had done that. So that's the end of Natalia. There was no kicking to the curb. There's no bad guy in the story. There's none of that. We just grew apart. I felt like I was holding her back, and you know, I didn't want to pursue things any further. A couple of years later, I moved back to New York. I lived uh, upstate before I went to the VA. Before I did my best H.M. Murdoch impersonation, I met somebody else. Same website. And again, we hit it off, but she lived further away. She lived in Hawaii, but I was lonelier. I was going through some shit. She was going through some shit. But I was kind of like just flirting online with people. I was talking to somebody else, and she took an interest in me, but we never asked each other out. So this girl I started talking to in 2012, she asked me out. So me being the insecure guy that I am, you know, I said yes. All right, all right, and it was rough. It was painful. We went through some went through some hella growing pains. Um, had some arguments about really stupid shit, like if I said love you instead of I love you, that was an argument. If there's some other things. I talked about someone else that I was with in the early 2000s, and she had aborted my baby, and and my girlfriend, my then current girlfriend, asked, would I want to have had, the baby carried to term? I was like, well, yeah. And she thought I wanted to be back with her. No, that's a whole other story for another day. So we were on and off a thing, but for 10 and a half years, 10 and a half years on and off. A lot of, there was quite a bit of off, but it was more, a lot. There was, I don't want to say moron. There was more, there was less off than on. Let's put it that way. But as you do with somebody you talk to for a decade, feelings don't go away easy. And she felt a certain way about me, and she decided to block me on everything, which fine. So that ended earlier this year, and now on to number three. Number three was somebody I had no chance with, but I tried to. How do I say this? You guys probably know who she is. I don't want to put her name out there. I will not put her name out there. Please, if you know who it is, don't put her name out there, out here. Um, we first talked back in 2010, I think. 2010, 2009, 2011, around there. But it was always a friendly thing. And the sad thing is, like, this year, we, like, really started talking more. And it got to the point where we probably spoke more this year, number three and I, than my 10-year relationship, because we would go weeks without talking to each other, and she was that shy, and she did not want to speak to me on the phone. She was a real person because I did hear her voice. I have seen her, and I have proof that she is who she says she is. I'm not getting any further into that, but that's number two. And she's a wonderful person, but she's out of my life. Number three is somebody who's already seen somebody, but we hung out even more. We just talked. There's never anything like that. you know, but a part of me wanted it to be, right? And she shut that down quick. She said, no. First of all, really dumb of me because she's seeing somebody. Just really dumb of me. But I meant to say, hey, I really enjoyed my time with you. Time we spent together, just hanging out, and da da da. And I said a little more than that. I didn't say the L word. I didn't say the LO word because trust me, I do not throw that word around. and but I did take a liking. I took a liking, and I, for as much as I want to make sure things are 100% before I fall on my face, this was the one time I kind of like didn't do that. I kind of like went with it, went for it, and I fell flat on my face, and it hurt. And come August, I was a mess. I was a wreck. I was depressed. And then GoonCon ended. It didn't end. I came home. So it went from hanging out with, you know, about nine of your friends to just coming home to absolute silence. And that took a toll on me. But you know what I didn't do with any of those three women? Uh, Other than the second one, because we were in a relationship, I didn't imply I was in a relationship with number one or number three. Natalia, we were not in a relationship, although I love her. Like, I will always love her. I always loved number two, Caitlin. And number three, I'm not going to say all that because I like our friendship and I'm not there yet. But it's not, she's just a wonderful person. You know what I mean? Like, she's somebody who would virtually literally give you the shirt off her back. And she would give you her mace if you felt like you felt unsafe. And she did that for me. So I think I kind of outed her by saying that. But that's why I'm going to run this video by her. And if you, others at home, are watching this video or at work or wherever, then she gave me the go ahead. I got the all clear. But I didn't smear them. I didn't go, I hope you're fucking happy. I hope you're fucking happy. I hope. You played me for a fool. You had me snickered. Hook, line, and sinker. I am alone in my room, well, in my living room at almost 1 in the morning. And I'm doing better than you are, George. I'm in a better place than you are. The place I'm living in doesn't have four wheels. I am a mess emotionally, and I'm still better off than you are. I would not trade my life to be you for a second. I'm not jealous of you in any way, shape, or form. So keep calling my friends bitches and keep, you are manifesting all of this. You are bringing all of this on yourself. Stop me when I'm speaking lies, George. Oh, that's right. You can't. I stopped me. because you know all of this is true. This is part 2 of Here's the Truth 2023. Whether you want to believe it or freaking not. I've already gone 15 minutes and 15 seconds. So I'm gonna cut it off at about 15:30. So take easy, everybody. And I'll talk to you on the flip side.